Hey guys, it's Ramzilla again. Today we're going to be talking about a movie called Dark Skies.
Had a bad dream.
Now, this movie has something to do with aliens and abductions and shit like that. So, when I saw the trailer a year ago or so, or 2 years ago that it came out, I don't fucking remember when this movie came out, I was intrigued by it. It seemed interesting, you know? I really like alien abduction movies. But this one, I didn't like it at all. It was. They had they had like a good idea, but it seemed like they didn't know how to execute it. So, let's get into this movie, shall we? This movie starts out like any other horror movie. You're introduced to a family, you're introduced to the characters, what's going on, some side problems, etc. And they live in a big house, of course. And that's when things start going wrong. Like creepy shit starts happening. For example, the aliens start messing with them, pranking them, taking photos, reorganizing their kitchen, stuff like that. Now they focus on one of the little kids because it's a mom, a dad, and two brothers, a big one and a little one, of course. And they focus on the little kid. Like he knows what's going on. He's talked to these aliens and stuff like that. They focus on him. And the reason they do that is because at the end there's like a major twist that I guess you saw coming, but for some reason they still thought it was a good idea. Anyways, they start having the little kids start having these marks on their bodies, like bruises and burns and stuff like that. So one of these kids has like a seizure and is taken to the hospital, the big brother, and the doctor finds these marks, like these alien crop circles, I guess you could say, on his body. And so he tells the parents, "Oh, we're gonna call Child Protective Services on you," and stuff like that. Now, they tried to get in deeper with the Child Protective Services scheme, but that's the only time they ever really worry about that. It's just like they never show what actually happens. And to me, I honestly, for this type of movie, I thought it was pointless for them to say they're gonna get Child Protective Services involved because it really doesn't make a difference. It's not like it's gonna worry the viewer or anything like that. You know what I mean? So, anyways, skipping a couple of events, they go see this one expert on these aliens, and he's been visited, and he explains to them that they abduct little kids. Sometimes they come back, sometimes they don't. He tells them that he tells the dad that he should fight these aliens, and maybe they'll leave him alone and focus on someone else. There was this one stupid part where the mom, after the mom and dad visit this one guy, tells him everything. She's like, "We gotta go to the police, this and that. We gotta tell them." Like, really? You're gonna go to the police and you're gonna tell them that aliens are gonna come abduct your children? Fuck is wrong with you? And the dad told her that. Like, are you fucking stupid? Yeah, I thought that was poorly written on the writer's part. So the dad buys a shotgun, tries to fight these aliens. Now you hardly see the aliens. You get like little glimpses of them, but it's not for a long time. So, anyways, that one guy does tell them that the aliens are always they make contact. They always take whoever they make contact with first. So you think, oh, it's a little kid, right? So, anyways, this is where I'm gonna get into a spoiler. So if you don't want to know what happens at the end of the movie or the twist, or if you haven't seen it and you just want to see what I rate this movie, skip ahead now. Or if you've already seen it, or you just don't care and you don't want to watch it and just want to know what happens, feel free to stay. So, it turns out that the aliens actually made contact with the big brother. Now, at the end, they try to pull like one of those flashbacks from Insidious or The Conjuring, where at the end it's just like everything that happens makes sense. So they drop little clues like, oh, he was sick all the time. He would draw this, and then as he got older, and they would make those flashbacks like, you know what I mean? I thought that was kind of cool, but that's about it. So it turns out the aliens are actually here for him, and they take him. And at the end of the movie, the mom finds all these drawings of him and these aliens and shit like that. And then, the way his little brother, they had this thing where they would talk on walkie-talkies. You hear his walkie-talkie go, "Lunar base, hello, are you there?" And you hear like the static, and then the little kid picks it up, the little brother. He goes, "Command control, come in." He's like, "Hey," they mention his name, or he says his name, and that's it. I honestly forgot the name, because honestly this movie is really fucking horrible. I didn't like it at all. There are better movies out there with alien abductions, and this movie was not one of them. It's not what I thought it was gonna. So anyways, I'm gonna give this movie 1 out of 10 for trying. At least they tried, and they failed epically at it, so I'm gonna give it a 1 out of 10. If you've already seen this movie, go on and let me know what you think about it in the comments below. If you haven't seen it and you want to watch it, feel free, although I'd avoid it. Then come back and let me know what you think about it. Feel free to subscribe to my channel where I will have more reviews. And once again, this is Ramzilla signing off.
Do not open this door under any circumstances.